Tinoziva munenge muchibvunza kuti vari kupe makomrades aya vachiri kuuya vachiti update zuva nezuva. Tinenge tiripo, tinouya tichikuupdatai panenge paine update iri necessary. Right, sekuziva kwenyu pane macirculations aiitika, comrade wenyu Nyokayemabhunu vanga vachitarisirwa kupinda mukoti zvinova zvaitika. Stage yakapedzisira kuitwa yanga iri yekusenda madocuments avo ma-IDs to the embassy of Zimbabwe yeku South Africa kuti iite verify identity kuti uyu shuwa munhu ndiye ari mwana weku Zimbabwe. Chatikatyamadza nhasi ndechekuti embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is now involved in political persecution of Zimbabweans are running away from the evil Zviganandas, and the situation in Zimbabwe is very terrifying. They notified the government of Zimbabwe of the application by the South African court to verify the identity of Comrade Nyokayemabhunu. When they did that, they played an accomplice and created a fake ID and birth certificate for Comrade Nyokayemabhunu, which they presented to the court that this is the Nyokayemabhunu which we know in Zimbabwe. The birth certificate and the identity of Comrade Nyokayemabhunu created by Zvigananda through the accomplice of the Zimbabwean embassy in South Africa was presenting Comrade Nyokayemabhunu using his prophetic name Jeremiah, which doesn't even exist in any identity document. Comrade Nyokayemabhunu is well known as Jeremiah Masiwa. Jeremiah Masiwa is a church name. It's not an identity name. That name never existed on any birth certificate or ID in Zimbabwe. That was the fake documentation which was presented and confirmed by the embassy that this is the person which we have in Zimbabwe, and they used his photo. Whilst presenting such a thing, they are saying he ran away from Zimbabwe after a court case, after he was convicted of a court case for selling a stand. So we need him to be extradited to Zimbabwe so that he can serve his sentence. So what happens when Interpol is given such a docket? They simply execute. But the good thing about South African law, no favors in South Africa. If you present a document in court, they also need to verify. So the security system around Comrade Nyokayemabhunu managed to stop the extradition and giving time for further identification document verification, because there are now two identities representing one person. One identity, the correct identity for Comrade Nyokayemabhunu, which he has, and the identity which was created this week in Zimbabwe with the name Jeremiah Masiwa and the face of Comrade Nyokayemabhunu, which is a fake identity. That's the stalemate which we are at now. So what we are seeing is the embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is no longer performing its purpose to save the people of Zimbabwe. We will be in South Africa very soon. We will be back there. What is happening is they are now playing an accomplice under the influence of Zviganandas to save their political persecution purposes. So if an embassy is no longer serving its purpose of protecting its citizens, taking care of its citizens in foreign land, it means that embassy doesn't deserve to exist. So very soon, just because of that, the embassy is now compromised. We will mitigate accordingly. All Zimbabweans need to go to the embassy of Zimbabwe at a certain date and demonstrate, so that the embassy will play its fairness and keep on playing its role. All Zimbabweans are now under siege. The documentation which all the birth certificates, the passports, the identities which we have in Zimbabwe, they can easily be changed and confirmed by the embassy. And the embassy have the guts of presenting to court. They can see in the Zimbabwean system that there is Cde Nyokayemabhunu, these documents are genuine. But they keep on bringing a fake duplicate documentation to be used for a political persecution purposes, to be presented to a court of law. We need to thank the South African government, the South African courts, the South African law for upholding the law without fear or favor. They managed to protect the comrade, and the comrade is back in safe custody again. There is no extradition which is going to happen up until this issue of political persecution through the accomplice of the embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is resolved. We call all Zimbabweans to remain steadfast, remain focused, remain strong. This will come to pass. We are complying Zimbabweans, we are loving Zimbabweans, we are focused Zimbabweans. We cannot allow Zviganandas to do the state capture to such an extent of influencing the whole embassy to approve a fake document to be an original document. Those who know Cde Nyokayemabhunu physically, Cde Nyokayemabhunu is not a ghost. He is a person who is well known all over Zimbabwe. He has served, he went to school. Nobody recorded in his register, like a teacher or whether be it at a college, that his name is Jeremiah Masio. Jeremiah is the name which he just used. It's a church name, like the name like Hubert Angel. We know Hubert Angel. We never heard Hubert Angel in Zimbabwe. He has his name Mzaniri, which we all know. But this one is his prophetic name, which he does use. If he managed to change it to the birth certificate, then that's it. But as for Cde Nyokayemabhunu, that never happened. So we will keep on giving you updates as they come. But as it stands, we are very angry about what the embassy of Zimbabwe is doing in South Africa. Measures and protest by angry Zimbabweans will be taken. We will be advised by the command accordingly. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Mazvita tinokutendai nekuramba makamira pano. Rambai muchishare zvatete tichikupai, so that the enemy will know that their plots are well known. Tinotenda Zimbabwe, ngatirambei takabatana. It's time for unity now. Things are as bad as like it has never been before. I don't know varikuramba vachisaida nezvigananda. It's up to you. Maybe you have your own eyes of seeing this thing which is happening in Zimbabwe. But this system is now becoming very evil to such an extent that no one is safe. God bless Zimbabwe. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Ndo nyaya dziri kuitika munyika yedu muri yeZimbabwe. Munyika medu hamuna kumira zvakanaka, muri kuitika zvinhu zvakawanda. Isusu sekuruga Jones Media chedu kupinda munyika tichinokuvigirai nyaya dziri kuitika, touya nadzo kwamuri kuti munzwe zviri kuitika. Isusu hatiwedzere kana kutapudza, tinouya nenyaya semanzwiro atinenge taita, touya nayo kwamuri. Ino ichanewo yevanhu, rambai muri pano, tinokuvigirai nyaya semaitikiro adzinenge dzaita. Kana wanga usati wasubscribe, ndiwo mukana wekuti usubscribe kuKruger Jones Media. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell kuitira kuti uve wekutanga kunzwa nyaya yatinenge tauya nayo. Tinokutendai muri yeZimbabwe, rambai muri pano pachannel yevanhu. Tinokutendai nesupport yamuri kutipa. Thank you so much.